Wait, what? Freddie's not ready now? Something strange is going on with this whole injury thing and Freddie Freeman. I'm wondering about it. I hope you are too, because this is starting to get a little confusing. I want to go into that story. Brad J with you. A very happy Tuesday to you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Let's keep on all those notifications. Let's keep the flow with all the 411 and what we're doing. Okay, Freddie not ready. Something strange is going on. Okay, rib injury. Rib injuries technically are not good. A rib injury can really take a long time. I've put my elbows into my ribs, slamming on a bike, slamming on a skateboard, whatever the case may be. But those rib injuries do not go away for a long time. And especially re-injures. Like when you actually do something to your ribs and just a year later you do the same thing to your ribs, maybe not on that level, but it's the same injury. I want to get to it. And I don't like this. It's not making me very comfortable as we go into it. And look, I'm not saying that everything's horrible. Oh, everyone jump off the ship. All that stuff. I'm not saying all that. Okay? But I'm just saying it's just not something, you want to have to deal with. All right, Dodgers. Freddie Freeman scratched with the reoccurrence of the rib injury. That is why, excuse me, he got pulled from the game before he played in. It's something that he's dealt with before, which to me makes this thing not good. All right. So let's break it down and let's rewind the clock and take it back to 2024 postseason, right? Freeman suffered a torn rib cartilage on his left side. The injury was much more severe than what has happened to him here. He fell on the ground in the batting cage at that time and had to be helped to his car when he left the stadium. I couldn't walk last year, he said. This is not as bad. Absolutely not. I tried to play through it last year, but I got ruled out on the first day. And all right, come on. Here's the deal right there. It's a re-injury. He's not a young dude. It's not to jump ship and shoot off the flares like Freddie Freeman. I mean, we have plenty of guys that could come in if he has to start on the injured. But I'm thinking, do you take that caution going into game two? I mean, you got game two coming up. I wouldn't even play him. Look, you took the first win. You don't need him in there. It's nice to have him, but with the re-injury like this, and just a day later, why would you put him in? So I'm predicting at this point they're not going to put Freddie Freeman in the lineup for the second game. I just don't think that's going to happen. And once again, I'll go back to it. If you've ever had a rib injury, they take longer to heal. They just don't go away. They're definitely lingering. And a re-injury of the same thing, that could be a problem. Not as bad, but remember, this is postseason, so it's not even quite a year. Like I said, this is from postseason to now. So that's not good. We're going to have to follow that thing closely. And I got to hope that Freeman is going to be ready at some point and being able to play his kind of ball. The good news is the Dodgers only have to play one more. Then it's this Freeway Series, and those three are still preseason games. They don't count towards your record. So if you sit him out, why play him tomorrow? I would sit his butt down and just not let him play even through the Angels and give him time to be ready. We got a long season. We need him healthy. That's my thought on that. All right. Going back to Rockies. Why do people do this? Rockies manager Dick Monfort says it's not fair what's going on with the Dodgers and being able to get the talent that they've acquired. All right. The Dodgers are, and I didn't like this. The poster child comment, I think we could have done without. All right. I think Dick Monfort doesn't need to be a dick and say stuff like that. The Dodgers are the greatest poster children we could have had for something that has to change, Monfort said to the Denver Gazette this spring. Sports are supposed to have some sort of fairness, right? There's got to be some purity. This is good. And he goes on to say he's not done there. So Dick Monfort, the manager of Colorado, doesn't like it. Something's got to happen. The competitive imbalance in baseball has gotten to the point of it's an unregulated industry, Monfort said. The only way to fix baseball is to do a salary cap in the floor with a cap. No way. For a lot of teams, the question is, how do they get to the floor? That includes us probably, but some sort of revenue split deal, I would be all in. You'd be all in for someone just kicking you down money. Here's the deal. Let's talk Colorado. Okay, what do you let's talk about what Colorado spends on the average here. So Colorado spends on the average what? Every single year in Major League Baseball, they're ranking somewhere around 24th, 27th, something around there. So they don't spend the money. There's small market teams that spend a heck of a lot more money than the Colorado Rockies does. So until you have an owner that's going to actually kick down and try and go out there and get the talent, how the heck do you even battle with that? Like, you're wanting some revenue split when you're not even willing to spend money? How is it Toronto can spend more money than Denver? What's going on? Are they printing paper up there? So that just is just another idiotic statement from another person who just don't get it. Those are the baseball rules. Dodgers aren't breaking any rules. The deferment's always been there. Other teams do a little bit of that. Obviously, the Dodgers do more. But give me a break. Dick Mumford, manager of the Rockies, quit being a dick. Stay out of it. We're done with you on that one right there. All right. Dodgers undefeated after one. And here's how stupid is this, okay? The game is on, 3 a.m. on the West Coast and 6 a.m. on the East Coast. And yet, if you're somebody with a Major League Baseball subscription, you can't watch the game. You can listen to it because Fox picked it up nationally. Why does Fox pick up a national game that's on at 3 a.m. on the West Coast and 6 a.m. on the East Coast? That makes no sense to me at all. All right. I want to go over what the Dodgers have done batting, what the Dodgers have done pitching, but also want to bring up the fact, let's do Freddie Freeman did have the Dodgers Digest quote of the day. Let's get to the Dodgers Digest quote of the day. And Freeman and what he says about his injury. Wow. Okay, here we go. Last round of BP, I felt something in my rib. Same spot as the playoffs, same exact spot. I don't know about you, but I am not feeling good about that. And look, I'm not selling the farm, selling the ranch. I'm not doing all that. I'm not giving up on Freddie, but I'm telling you right now, rib injuries aren't good. He's not a spring chicken. He's getting up there in age. Not getting up there, mid-30s or something like that for Freddie. But rib injuries don't heal quite fast. And he also says the exact same spot. Are you hearing me, people? The exact same freaking spot. All right, let's talk batting for Game 1. Shohei comes out. He gets 2 hits. Got 5 ABs. Nice. Scored 2 runs. Good stuff for him. Tommy Tanks got himself a hit. Like to see that. Also had the RBI. So Tommy earning that position, showing you just taking off where he left off. Teo did quite well, too, as well. Got himself a hit. Got himself an RBI. You got Will Smith. He did good. He got a hit. What did he walk 3 times? Nicely done, Will. Max Muncy. Well, you can always count him to walk, but I'd like to see him to get some hits. No hits out of Max. Kike, no hits out of him. And 1 hit out of Conforto. I really like this signing. I was not super into it when it happened, but now after seeing what he's done in the spring, Mike Conforto, I'm a fan of that dude. Miggy Rowe, he got himself a hit too, and Pajes as well. So Pajes, you might as well say hello to your starting center fielder, man. I just think Pajes is going to start in center field for the Dodgers. You've already heard me say that. I don't got to say any more on that. How'd the pitching go? 5 innings. Yamamoto gave up 3 hits. I like that. He had 4 Ks. Banda came in. He did his thing. That was 1 inning. 1 strikeout. 1 inning for Kasperius for him, too, as well. He got a strikeout. I like the train. Blake Trinan comes in. He gets 2 strikeouts in 1 inning. And Tanner Scott picking up the save right there. So Yoshi with the win. Nicely done. Scott with the save. And that is how it's going. Next game, back on Fox. I don't know if it's FS1 or Fox regular. But same time, 3 a.m. West Coast and 6 a.m. on the East Coast. Sasaki on the mound. And we'll see if the Dodgers can go 2-0 to start the season. That's going to do it, Dodgers Digest. Thanks for tuning in. Action-packed Tuesday. I'm Brad J. Always remember as you go through the day to just think Dodger Blue.